Hi guys! So ito na nga, kakagaling lang namin sa Visa Center dito sa may Parkal, and of course, of course ko talaga. And syempre kahit sobrang kinakabahan tayo, we got multiple entry to Japan. So valid siya hanggang 2030. So sabihin namin sa inyo kung anong ginawa namin. It's a family application. Of course, together with Kambal, kami apat na para at least isahan na lang. At sabihin namin kung paano yung ginawa naming process ng application to request for a multiple visa entry sa Japan. So, eto na nga siya.
So guys, ito na nga ang unang-una nyong gawin is you have to enter visa.vfsglobal.com/ph/en/jpn/apply-visa. So dito ang official website ng Japan Visa para sa inyong application. So, unang-unang tignan natin is ito, yung apply for visa. Actually, very easy na ngayon mag-apply for visa kasi nandito na talaga lahat ng detalye, pati mga forms, kaya hindi na kayo mahihirapan. So, ano naman siya, user-friendly, kumbaga. Ito, yung step-by-step guide process. So, una, i-identify natin yung visa natin. Okay, so let's check. Visa type. Visa types are... Ito, tourism, of course, tourism yung pipiliin natin. So, under sa tourism, merong 6 na category. The first one is tourism, package tour, arranged by registered travel agency, transit, multiple entry visa for a frequent traveler, multiple entry temporary visitor visa for mga Philippine nationals with considerable financial capacity, and multiple entry visa for cultural or intellectual figures. So sa atin, pinili natin is yung multiple entry visa for a frequent traveler. And please take note that this application is for family visa application. So next, ang mga kailangan natin, of course, yung visa fee. Ayan, so makikita nyo rin dito na kapag nag-apply kayo ng visa sa Philippines or Philippine passport holder kayo, free lang ang application. Though, since dadaan kayo sa VFS Global, meron siyang 520 each visa application. Okay, documents required. So, kung tourism, actually, ito lang yung i-click ninyo kung single application lang kayo. However, single entry application. However, kung multiple entry visa application kayo, so ito yung i-click nyo at nandito na rin lahat ng mga requirements. So, unang-unang requirements dyan is yung passport natin, of course. Pangalawa, yung visa application form, which makikita natin mamaya yon. Pangatlo naman is yung picture. It's better na magpa-picture na lang kayo sa mga mall, like yung Great Image, Picture City, para at least alam nila kung ano yung requirement ng Japan Visa. Number 4 is yung colored copy ng inyong bio page. Number 5 is yung color copy ng mga used Japan Visa ninyo. So, kung meron kayong mga used Japan Visa, entry stamp, i-copy na ninyo yun, which we did actually. Number 6, request form for multiple entry visa. Ito, meron din silang form. Mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung ginamit naming form. 7 is the birth certificate. Actually, hindi na kami nag-attach. For us, na parents, hindi na kami nag-attach. Pero, yung kambal, in-attach namin yung kanilang birth certificate as proof of relationship. Marriage certificate, nag-attach pa rin ako kahit na nakalagay na dito na unnecessary kapag ka nakagamit ka na ng Japan Visa on passport. Itinerary in Japan. Okay, itinerary, pwede kayo maglagay na itinerary if you're traveling. For example, you're planning to travel 5 days or 7 days, so maglagay lang kayo na itinerary for 5 to 7 days. It doesn't have to be na talagang yun na yung pinaka-actual itinerary ninyo. Applicant's bank certificate, of course, you can request this sa mga banks. ITR, so pwede ninyo ilagay yung ITR ninyo, copy of ITR. Kung wala kayong ITR, it's always better to put that in the cover letter kung bakit wala kayong ITR. And applicant's employment certificate. So, kung ganun din, kung meron kayong business, you just have to attach yung DTI ninyo or yung business permit. However, kung wala nga rin kayong COE or any of this, you can always justify or provide it sa cover letter ninyo. Okay, eto naman, under 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 onwards, is yung condition and specific requirements. Since we are requesting for a multiple entry visa, dapat dito sa mga requirement, any of the requirements here, pasok kayo. Okay, so itong isa, number 13, applicant who traveled Japan as temporary visitor in the last 3 years and has financial capacity. So ito yon, pakita ninyo yung use visa ninyo or nasa passport ba yan. Please take note na pakidala nyo or paki-attach din nyo yung old passport ninyo kung nandoon yung visa ninyo or yung stamp ng entry para at least meron din silang reference. Number 14, applicants who traveled Japan as temporary visitor and G7 countries several times except Japan. So ito naman is yung kung nito-travel kayo several times to Japan and sa mga G7 countries like US, Canada, Italy, France, Germany, UK, and Japan. Ayun. So yun yung mga yun yung G7 countries wherein it napaganda since we traveled US and Canada this year. Okay, applicant with sufficient financial capacity. So kung alam niyo naman na marami kayong pera, pwede talaga kayo mag-request ng multiple entry. Spouse, child of 15 above. So ito, so kung anak kayo or asawa kayo ng aplikante na merong sufficient financial capacity, so you can also apply. You just have to provide yung proof of relationship nyo nga or PSA, issued birth certificate, and marriage contract if applicable. Number 17, authorization letter showing all names of the passengers. So, ito ginamit din namin to. Meron din actually ditong form na makikita ninyo na lahat ng list of applicants. Company ID if there's any. And ayun. So, kung meron pa kayong ibang pwedeng proof na yung nire-request ninyong multiple entry is justifiable, you can always do that. Okay, since we're done with the requirements, so i-out natin to. Okay, next is the photo specs. Ito, nakalagay naman na dito kung ano yung mga photo specs na kailangan ninyo. Processing time, actually, nakalagay dito is 6 business days. Pero yung sa case namin, actually, dun sa VFS, sasabihin naman nila na mga at least around 3 to 5 working days, maximum na yung 6. So, we got ours on the 3rd day pa lang. So, ayun. Application nga pala, guys. If you're going to apply for a visa, it must be not more than 3 months from the time na aalis kayo. Like, for example, kung mag-a-apply kayo ngayon, August 4. So, apply kayo August 4. So, September, October, November. Dapat November 4 yung nandyan sa date na yan. Hindi pwedeng November 14, November 10. Kasi more than 3 months na yun. It should be 3 months yung pinaka-maximum. So, pwedeng mas mababa, like 2 months. So, August 4. Pero ang planong alis ninyo is September, October 4, pwede yon. Pero not more than 3 months. So, okay guys, dito na tayo sa download forms. So, if you see here, may visa application form as example. So, ito yon. So, but since very complicated itong itsura nito, so, let's not dwell on this. So, lumipat tayo dito sa visa application itself. So, ito, attach nyo lang dito yung inyong photo and then surname. So, ang ginawa ko na lang dito kasi is all caps na lang para at least malinaw. Given name and middle name. So, ilagay nyo lang yung middle name and given name, date of birth, place of birth, sex, marital status ninyo, nationality Filipino. Kung meron kayong other nationalities, put it here na lang. ID number issued to you by your government. So, ang nilagay namin dito is yung driver's license namin. Passport type is ordinary. And then, lagay nyo lang din dito kung saan in-issue, issuing authority, mga details ng passport ninyo. Certificate of eligibility, NA na nilagay namin dito since di namin alam yan. Purpose of visit to Japan tourism, intended length of stay, nilagay namin is 7 days. Date of arrival, nilagay namin dito is October 13. Port of entry into Japan, nilagay namin dito is Kansai International Airport. Kasi kung anong airport yung papasukan ninyo dyan. Name of ship or airline, kung anong airline na gagamitin nyo. So, for the meantime, nilagay namin Cebu Pacific. Please take note na kahit naman wala pa kayong booking sa airline, kahit planning pa lang ito, pwede naman. On our case, wala pa talaga kami anything, walang booking, walang hotel. Yung ginamit lang namin na hotel is yung hotel reference namin last time na nagpunta kami sa Osaka, which is Arlis Shin Osaka Kita. So, yun. Name, ito yun. Names and address of hotels or person with whom applicants intends to stay. So, kung meron naman talaga nag-invite sa inyo na friend doon, you can actually put the reference here. Kung wala naman, you can actually put hotels na plano ninyong pagstayan. Dates and durations of previous stays in Japan. So, pwede mo ilagay dito kung ano yung mga dates na mga pinuntahan mo yung flight mo dati, yung trip mo dati sa Japan, you can always put it here. Pero limited lang yung spaces dito eh. So, I guess it's better to put from present to past. Your current residential address. So, lagay nyo lang dito yung details ng inyong address ngayon dito sa Pilipinas, kung ano yung trabaho ninyo, and kung meron kayong employer. Kami, every time na meron not applicable, nilalagay na lang namin na NA para at least hindi siya ma-leave blank. Okay? Profession, occupation of parents, of that of parents. So, kung minor yan, so lagay nyo na lang dyan kung ano yung profession ng inyong parents, para at least may reference sila. Guarantor or reference in Japan. So, kami, since we don't have any guarantor or reference sa Japan, so NA lahat ito. Pero kung meron kayo, why not ilagay nyo dyan? Inviter in Japan, of course, NA din kasi wala naman din talaga nag-invite. So, ito yung mga questions na required kayong sagutin. So, kung wala naman, syempre no. And kung meron naman, I think you have to justify the answer here. And other than that, eto na, pipirmahan nyo na lang and date of application. I suggest, wag nyo na muna lagyan ng date of application kung hindi pa kayo sure kung kailan ninyo makukuha yung appointment ninyo. Kasi etong date of application, it should be on the day of the appointment nyo sa VFS. Okay, and then let's close it. Invitation letter. Okay, ito na rin, may invitation letter na rin. Just don't put the date first, no? So, kung may nag-invite sa inyo, dito nyo pwedeng ilagay mga detalye. Ayan, lahat naman ito is editable naman eh. So, pwede mong malagay yung detalye dyan. Okay, invitation letter since we don't have any inviting person from Japan. So, i-out na natin siya. List of visa applicants. This is what I'm talking about kanina. So, yung list of visa applicants ninyo, pwede nyo ilagay dito lahat kayo kung maramihan. And, kung meron kayong guarantor. So, in our case, para hindi na mahirap, nilagay namin dito lahat ng ng name namin. Ang guarantor na nilagay namin is yung husband or yung father. And then, lalagay mo lang kung ano yung relationship mo with the inviting person and guarantor. So, kasama din yan sa in-attach namin. Itinerary in Japan. So, ito nga, hindi na kayo mahihirapan talaga dito sa VFS na to. That's because meron na ring itinerary form. So, leave blank kung wala pa kayong application date talaga na official. And then, itinerary. So, ito na, date, activity plan, contact, accommodation. Accommodation, kung saan kayo magsastay. Contact, of course, yung contact ng accommodation na yon. Kung meron naman kayong number talaga sa Japan, why not ilagay nyo na dyan? Kasi para at least may reference lang sila kung saan kayo pwedeng kontakin. So, very, very, ano lang yan, easy. Letter of guarantee. Ito, letter of guarantee. Ayan. So, expenses for the applicant stay in Japan, return travel expenses. Ilagay mo na rin dyan yung details ng guarantor mo. Kung sino man yung mag-guarantee ng iyong trip to Japan. So, ano na yan? Self-provided. Self-provided ba yung tawag doon? Anyway, details of the company or organization. So, ito, i-click mo ulit yan. So, kung may company or organization na nag-invite sa'yo for Japan trip, so, I guess this one is actually kapag ka-company nag-i-invite sa inyo or if it's official business. PSA authorization letter. Actually, we didn't touch this, pero let's click it. So, authorization letter. Ayan. So, authorize PSA to disclose all information, birth certificate. So, actually, in our case, hindi na namin to ginamit since meron naman na kami pinasang mga attachment na from PSA. Other documents. So, guys, since we're requesting for a multiple entry visa, so you have to provide this. Let's click it. Ayan. So, ito. Naka-attach ito sa bawat application. So, kung apat kayo, apat na attachment yung kailangan yung gawin. So, please check one of the applicable boxes from 1 to 4 and answer accordingly. So, first, so nagre-request ka for multiple entry visa because you are a frequent traveler to Japan. Kilik ko to, of course. So, who has traveled Japan within last 3 years and has financial capacity. So, click nyo if applicable. Nakiklik yan kahit ilan. Who has traveled Japan and other G7 countries several times within the last 3 years. So, click mo ulit yan. Who has sufficient financial capacity? You can always click that. And a spouse or child of a person who has sufficient financial capacity. So, pwede to i-click ng mga sa anak mo. Ito yung pwede nilang i-click lang dyan. Hindi, whichever is applicable actually. Who has traveled Japan twice or more in the last 3 years. So, hindi pala to kasama. So, dyan lang tayo applicable sa number 1. Kasi dito, pang company na to eh. And other details. Ayan. A spouse or child of Japanese in the Philippines with long-term visa. And then, visa fee exempt request. So, hindi natin kailangan yan. So, ayun na nga guys. Since meron na tayo na itong lahat ng application na to, ang gagawin na natin ay magbubook na tayo ng ito, wait lang, appointment. Okay. So, book an appointment. Ayan. So, ito medyo kailangan mabilis ka mag-book ng appointment kasi may time siya eh. Time constraint siya, kumbaga. Okay, book now. So, click natin yung book now. So, kami, actually, malapit lang kami sa Gateway. But since ang tagal ng next application sa Gateway, since family application nga kami, we opted for Parkal. Kasi yung Parkal, daming slot na available. So, like, for example, ginawa mo lahat ngayon, accomplish mo na lahat ng papers mo ngayon. In 2 days, may available slot na sa kanila. Actually, the next day, meron din eh. Pero, kasi nung in-apply namin to bumabagyo pa. So, to be sure, after 2 days na kami nagpunta. So, kailangan mo mag-create ng account. So, ayan. Wait a minute. Ito. I-click mo to, I don't have an account. Okay. So, guys, ito na nga. Since gumawa na tayo ng application details natin at nag-login tayo. So, like, for example, dito sa unang appointment details, you can choose your application center. So, there are 5 centers, pero ang pinili natin is Parañaque. So, of course, ang appointment category natin is tourism and yung subcategory natin is multiple entry visa for a frequent traveler. So, let's continue. Ito nga, yung ginawa kong name lang is isa and then you can always add another applicant para at least pare-pareho yung inyong appointment kapag nag-submit kayo ng inyong details. So, since sa amin, 4 kami as a family. So 4 yung application na ginawa namin dito, applicant. So, yun nga, a service fee of 520 is applicable to attend a VFS center, which is different from the visa fee. Pero since Philippine passport holder tayo, so wala tayong visa fee. So, ang babayaran nyo lang is yung 520. So, let's click continue. And then, ito na, book an appointment. So, choose a slot. So, ayan. So, let's try checking out August 6. Ito, August 6. So, i-click natin. Sorry. Ayan. I-click natin yung August 6. And then, ang appointment time. So, like, kung morning, afternoon, or evening, pumili kayo. Pero feeling ko wala namang evening ito. So, like, for example, you choose, ayan, hanggang 9:30. So, let's select 9:30 and then continue. So, ito na. So, bibigyan pa rin niya kayo ng mga choices kasi may mga services din silang ino-offer. Like, for example, itong Premium Lounge Plus. Ito, basahin natin. So, 3,970 siya. Apply to all. So, kung ilan yung applicant, diba? So, ito yung combined Premium Lounge service with priority lane with more personalized service at the Visa Application Center. So, this service includes Premium Lounge, a comfortable business lounge offering end-to-end personalized service, all within a modern plush lounge facility that feels like home. So actually, nakita namin itong mga lounge na to eh. Priority lane, so siguro ikaw na, pagdating mo, hindi ka na mag-aantay ng queuing. May staff din na naka-assign sa'yo. Tapos, clear signage and identification. Ayan, fast-track queuing, monitoring and analysis, real-time monitoring of wait time and queue flow to optimize efficiency. So, ayan. So, ang Premium Lounge Plus is additional 3,970 on top of the 520. Next one is yung Premium Lounge. It's 2,200. So, applicable na rin sa lahat ng applicants yan. It's also the same actually. Ayan no, direct access to a premium service counter where our staff will verify the documents provided and take payment in a single location. Meron pang cold and hot beverage available at your disposal. So meron silang free drinks. So a dedicated team member assisting during the submission process, photocopy, printing, photograph, SMS, and courier service available na rin. The option of submitting any missing documents before 4 o'clock the same day. So this service does not guarantee the right to obtain a visa nor faster processing of your visa application by the mission. So next is the courier. It's 370. So ito yung get your documents delivered quickly and directly to your home. So in our case naman, hindi na rin kami nag-avail nito. Pinick up na lang namin. So 370 for each ito actually. Form filing. So ito namang form filing is 300. Our team will help you successfully complete your paperwork at the Japan Visa Application Center. Our staff will guide you through the process from start to finish, explaining the questions and recording your answers. So please note we cannot answer questions on your behalf or fill in answers based on assumption. Okay, so photograph set of 4, 180. Support your application with type personal photographs. So ito picture taking siguro to kung wala kayong picture na available. SMS. SMS is 150 each. Per person ito. So ito, the SMS service always keep you in the loop, sending you automated messages to your mobile phone at key stages of the application process. Actually ito, since 4 kami, hindi naman namin in-avail lahat. Isa lang yung in-avail namin, pero I suggest wag nyo nang i-avail kasi parang hindi naman masyadong needed ito. Kasi meron din naman silang ibibigay na tracking website and tracking number. Real-time din naman na malalaman nyo. Kasi ako, na-receive ko lang na message is naka-process, na-submit na-process na and available for pickup. Pero syempre, it's up to you guys. If you wanna, to know the update of your application, why not naman? So, yun. So, 150 each siya. Printing facility color. Colored printing ito. So, kung may mga dokumento kayo na mga kailangan ng printing, ayan, 25 pesos. Photocopy, 5 pesos. And print facility service, 5 pesos. So, mga printing services ito. Actually, lahat ng requirements, lahat ng mga kailangan nyo nandun eh. Hindi na kayo mahihirapan. Kasi, as in like, kung meron kayo mga forms din na kailangan sa itinerary, kung nagkamali kayo and all, ayun, nandun lang din naman. Bibigyan nila kayo ng mga forms. So, yun. So, kung wala naman kayo i-avail dyan, just click continue para at least mabook nyo na yung inyong appointment. So, review lang. Ayan, review, pangalan, etc. So, fee is 520. Accept the terms and condition, agree, and then pay online. So, pagbayad nyo online, makaka-receive kayo ng email. So, ang mga nakalagay dun sa email ay kung ano yung mga dadalhin ninyo. So, ano-ano nga ba ang dadalhin ninyo kung may appointment na kayo sa VFS Philippines. Ayan. Print out the email confirming the details of your appointment. So, magsisend sila ng email sa inyo kapag ka naayos nyo yung appointment niyo. Kailangan nyo i-print out yun. Valid passport or travel documents. Okay. Yung print out ng mga visa form application, all supporting docs. And if you have purchased additional service online, i-print din ninyo yun. And then, track an application. So, ito naman, may ibibigay sila sa inyong sticker na pwede ninyo i-track yung application ninyo. So, that's it guys. And then, ito na nga, kukunin na natin ang ating visa. Hi guys! So, we got the entry to Japan! Welcome to Japan!